here's a tutorial for simple gifts, and I'm concentrating on the alto and bass line in part 2. So at the beginning, would you please write in "at peace with self and the world," and we're mezzo piano. Right here, we're going to take a breath. We could, if we wanted to get fancy, we will later on. I didn't bother here. Shorten this to a 16th note and put in a 16th rest. But just know we're going to take a breath here. And then get rid of the R in where. This is, if you wonder, this is my, to look over at the altos and basses and kind of help them a little bit here. We're going to take a breath here as marked at the top of page 2. We're going to turn this 8th note into a 16th note, 2 16th notes. Awa, awa. Actually, it is a 16th note. We're going to turn it into 32nd notes. And instead of saying "when we find ourselves," we're going to say "when we find ourselves." Awa, awa, awa. Ourselves. These are IPA symbols, and you might think of it as ah, wa. That's the schwa sound. Awa. Ourselves in the place just right. Ignore that mark. And nothing special. Later on, I get fussy about delight. You can remember it, but remember to stay on an ah vowel here, right until you cut off. Light. And right at the end, if you listen very carefully, if I do it in slow motion, light. We don't say lot, we say light. Light. I. Save that second part of the, I think it's called a diphthong, until right at the end. Forte here. We're going to shorten this to this 8th note to a 16th note, put it in a 16th rest, and breathe. We're going to do the same thing here. Just remind yourself your mezzo piano here. We're going to take a breath. We're going to get rid of the R's in the word turn. Turn, turn, turn will be. Oh, I'm not singing that well. And we shan't be ashamed to turn. Turn will be our delight, till by turning, turning we come round right. And the eat right there because we cut off. So to go back, get rid of the R's in turn. Take a breath here. No breath here. This is top of page 3, by the way. A breath here in the last bar. That's just a reminder to me to look your way because you've got something special. Stay on the ah vowel until the very last minute when you go to the E. We're forte here. I wrote in joyful restatement of simple faith. So you can write that all in there. So main thing, joyful. Forte. 'Tis the gift to be simple, 'tis the gift to be, no breath here. To come down. We're going to get rid of the dot, put in an 8th rest. Down where you ought to be. Down where you ought to be. Get rid of the R in where. Breath there. When we find ourselves, not when we find ourselves, when we find ourselves. And that's just, I'm going to look your way to kind of help you with this. And stay on the ah vowel until you cut off. Thank you.